I hope you all are doing good. Today we'll start chapter 3, spreadsheet, range and functions. So here, first of all, we'll study about language for programming arrays at random. In short, it is LANPAR. Okay, was first electronic spreadsheet on mainframe computers. Okay, mainframe computers have good capacity than our normal computers that we are using in our daily life. Okay, and VCCalc, visible calculator is the full form. It was a software, electronic spreadsheet software on microcomputers. That means that we are using in our daily life. Okay, so here we'll study about methods of entering the formula in Excel, then cell range and applying the formula, then edit and format a worksheet, different forms of cell referencing, and formulate a function. So first of all, we should know what is spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is actually, you might have heard about the software MS Excel, Microsoft Office Excel. It is actually a spreadsheet software and it contains grids of cells. Okay, there are small boxes in it and the collection of rows and columns we can use there to make a table. Okay, means a specific amount of cells, number of cells we can use, and then we can create tables in spreadsheet. Okay, so you know very well, if you arrange data in tables, then it becomes structured. Okay, so that is why we are using spreadsheets to store the data. So spreadsheets are used by almost every business firm that records the data. Now wherever the companies, wherever the records are kept, okay, there are many companies, most of the companies are keeping records on daily basis. Okay, so they use spreadsheet softwares. Then also it becomes a useful tool for personal record keeping. Also you can also keep your record, like you can save your friends list, then you can keep your marks record, you can prepare your own mark sheet also, and many other calculations. Even you can use this spreadsheet to help your further business. Okay, so a spreadsheet capability is to store and compute and organize the data, have made it a useful tool for all types of calculations and analysis. Now what it has the capability to store the data, it has capability to compute the data also, and the data will be organized properly, and because of it, it has become very useful tool and for all type of calculations and analysis. Okay, we can perform large amount of calculations on it and we can analyze this on those information. Okay, so here we will learn about some new capabilities of spreadsheets, and we will learn to enter the formulae. Okay, for calculations here formulas are used, so we will use that, learn to use those formulas. Then how to refer a particular cell, that means we will study about all types of referencing and using functions in spreadsheet. Okay, spreadsheet have some inbuilt functions also that we will also learn. So first of all, methods of entering the formula. So how we can enter the formula? It will always starts with equal to symbol. So the cell must be active. First of all, what we have to do, we have to select the cell to make the cell active. Okay, when we select the cell, then the cursor means its boundary will become dark. Okay, so then we have to write equal to. In order to use a value, type the cell reference of the value rather than the value. That is, if value you want to use, say 18. Okay, like if we are using a value from a cell and in that cell it is written 18, then what we have to do, we don't have to use 18 directly. What we have to do, we have to write the cell address. Okay, cell reference. So here 18th value is there in E column and 5th row, so its address will be E5. Got it? So we have to use its cell reference, not the value itself. Okay, then we have to, okay, so what we have to do, we have to write equal to, and then we have to write the cell address for that particular value that we want. Now for example, in the following sheet, to store formula in cell G5, all the above points have been taken care of. Okay, so 3 points we will see. You can take a look. Like here, this is column C, column D, column E, column F, and column G contains the total. It is 5th row. Okay, so this cell is C5, this cell is D5, E5, F5. Got it? Then after that we have to add all these 4 numbers and we have to write answer here. Now we will not add it directly, we will use formulas here in Excel. Okay, it's very easy. First of all, make it active. Active means you have to select the cell so that you can see the dark boundary appears. So dark boundary means this cell is active cell. So here you have to write equal to first. Got it? If you want, you can write here in the formula bar. This is formula bar. Okay, this is name box. These are columns, column names. So here you have to select it, then you have to write equal to. Okay, you can write formula here also, or if you want you can write formula here also. Okay, after writing the formula you have to press enter. Got it? So you have to write equal to, then you write first cell address, then plus symbol, then next cell address, then plus symbol, then next cell address, then plus symbol, then next address, and so on. Okay, and then you press enter, and automatically the answer will appear in the active cell. Now how to refer to cell using mouse? Okay, we can also do it with the help of mouse. This we have written with the help of keyboard. Okay, but we can do it directly clicking by mouse. Okay, so in this method the first 2 points are same. That means we have to select the cell and then we have to write equal to. Okay, but to specify the cell, what we have to do, we don't have to type here. You point to the cell using mouse. What we have to do, one by one you have to select all the cells. That means you specify formula this way, keeping in mind the following things. Let's see the steps. The cell must be active cell where the formula is to be written. Okay, I said 2 steps are same. Okay, then you have to write equal to. Got it? Like this. Then in order to use a value, point to the cell containing the value using mouse. Got it? What we have to do, you want first cell first. Okay, this is the first cell, so click on it. Got it? Then you write plus with the help of keyboard. Then you click here, then plus, then click here, then plus, and then click here. So automatically formula you will be able to see here also, okay, and then when you will press enter, then only you will get the answer. Got it? Enter key you know very well, it is on the keyboard. There are 2 enter keys on the keyboard. So press enter to see the answer. Now third method, one more method is there using functions. Functions I already told you, these are inbuilt functions. Okay, like if we are adding, then we can use some function like sum function. Okay, so the third method involves use of equivalent function if available. For example, you can see like if we have to add something from here, from these cells, this is the starting cell D5, E5, F5. You can see they are in adjacent orders. Okay, so these are all cell adjacent. We can simply give it a range name. Got it? In place of writing all these cell names, we can directly write C5 to G5. Okay, you have to write colon here. This can be typed with the help of shift. Got it? Shift colon. Okay, now Excel provides an equivalent function. There is sum function that we can use to add. Okay, here we are adding 4 values, so we can use sum function, but there are many other functions. So to calculate sum of various values, here we will use sum function. Okay, to specify the formula in this method, we have to follow some steps. So first of all, point 1 remains the same. That means we have to select the cell. Then point 2 also remain the same. That means we have to write equal to. And now this time we have to click on fx function. Got it? So fx function, fx button is there to insert the function. Okay, so this dialog box will appear. In this dialog box you can see there are some functions name. Okay, so we can use some function here. So clicking on fx icon will open insert function dialog box where you need to double click desired function name. What you do here, see, there is some function we want to add something, so we will use some function, and then after that we have to double click on it. For our formula, double click at sum. Okay, then you have to press OK button. Now the next step, okay, after that what you have to do, it will open another dialog box. Okay, means after clicking on the sum function, we have to give the cell reference, okay, like which cell we want to add. So here you have to click here. Okay, let's start from here. In the number 1 box, you type the cell reference, or you can click at the cell. Now how you can click at the cell? You can click on this, okay, the worksheet will open, and then after that you can select the particular cell that you want to choose, and automatically its address will appear here. Okay, its cell reference will automatically come here. So then after that you have to choose number 2. Okay, again you can press, see here there is a tab key. Tab key means if you have to go to another box, you can use tab key. Got it? After typing C5 here, press tab. Tab key is there above caps lock key. Okay, caps lock is there to type capital letters, and tab key is there to go to the next boxes. Okay, so this is a shortcut key. Tab key you can use. You can write C5 here, then press tab. Then you write D5 here, then press tab. Then you write E5, then press tab, and then write F5, and so on. So there are all 4 cells that we have written. Now you have to click on OK button. So what will happen? Your answer will appear here, and what will be there? The formula in the address bar. See, this is the formula. Got it? This is equal to, this is function name, and these are all arguments. Okay, the parameters that we want to add. Now the formula cell will show the calculated value, and the formula bar will show the formula. Got it? I already told you. So for function arguments, you can see these are function arguments. You can specify it like this also, like not writing all the cells individually. Okay, like number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on. It is better you can directly write C5 to F5. Okay, it is a range. Okay, if the cells are in adjacent order, then you can write the first cell address, then you can write shift colon, and then after that you can write the last column reference. Okay, last cell reference. Got it? First cell reference, then colon, and the last cell reference if all the cells are in the consecutive order. Okay, now then you have to press OK to see the formula. So now alternatively, if you can specify the range, okay, we can also specify the range, so that I have shown you in the previous, this one here you can see this is the specified range. Okay, so now here the calculation is done. Now what we have to do, we have to add all these values. Okay, and then we want answer here one by one. So now what we have to do, we don't have to write again and again. What you do, simply copy it, copy the formula. Okay, we know how to copy the values, but here we will learn to copy the formulae. Okay, so let's see how to do copying formulas to cells below. So once you specify the formula in a cell, most likely you need to copy the formula in the cells below it, because mostly the data is in tabular form. Okay, so data is in tabular form, and then we can copy the formula. Let's see the steps. First of all, select the cell where you have written the formula. Where we have written the formula? We have written the formula in G5. Okay, so we have to select it. This is G5. You can see the column G, and 5th row it is G5. Select it. Then bring your mouse cursor over here. Okay, so you can see the cursor sign will change to plus symbol. Okay, when it changes to plus symbol, what you have to do, you have to drag it downwards. Okay, see, like this, you have to drag it up to where you want the formula to be copied. Got it? Now drag the cell boundary with plus cursor to cover the cell range where you want to copy the formula. Now when you release the mouse button, Excel will copy the formula into new cells and calculate according the data in corresponding rows. Now what will happen? It will not show you formulas, it will show you only the answers here. Okay, and one by one, when you will select these cells, you will be able to see its functions on formula bar.